What's up, guys? Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Happy hump day. Wait. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Got a little interesting, different setup today. Gonna show you guys a little more in the motive. And let's go ahead and just start our analysis. Get the party started. I am short 1 micro right now. Just for fun, I guess. Y'all hit that like button. If you guys aren't subscribed, appreciate the subscription. It should be live every day till Tuesday, because my wife works on 7 on, 7 off. So when she is working, I try not to go. Well, if the kids are behaving, I'll go live. But let's go ahead, and we have no more sorry, brain fart. Economic data today. Pretty much I think everything already came out. But let's go ahead and look at what we're doing, on the monthly. Kind of very interesting volume profile on the monthly. So far, 7 days in. If we can make it here, we can make it anywhere. Right here, we kind of have like a nice P shape. So we're building up volume here. Of course, we're balanced right here. So we're just kind of waiting for what's going to happen here. Are we going to break that 4300? Especially with SPX. My main watch is XPX 4300, like no other. That's what the main thing I'm going to be watching. Going forward, or if we're going to pull back to that golden zone like we did here. We pushed up, we pulled back, we pushed up. And then the overall, see how weak NQ is going to get compared to IWM or RTY. RTY is still pretty strong. You look at NQ. These 3 dailies, straight dojis, that's not fun. Starting to see a little bit of rotation happening. Exit this. There we go. Seeing a little bit of rotation happening, but overall, ES, I'm watching. The next imbalance we already kind of, this 4268, if we're able to hold that, kind of took that one out. The next imbalance to the downside is 4232. Of course, if we get past that golden zone, we'll go ahead and flatten that. Delete that. NQ kind of chilling. We still have kind of a 1 hour fair value gap up here. I want to see how it's doing, but pretty much just wait for the range break of this. This box. That's not a box. NQ just ranging, has an imbalance here. Imbalance there. Those are 2 imbalances to the downside. This one was created on this candle right here. I don't know what those lines are, but overall, Apple, at Apple all-time high, kind of just been chilling since this big sell-off day, consolidating. Definitely going to do that. Had a strong move up, strong move down. Basically, take the fib and kind of watch the fib. E50. Oh, we actually hit it. Interesting. Why we got our pop-up yesterday. AMD. AMD was a little bit strong, but kind of pulling back. Not really looking at semis at all. Amazon kind of just consolidating over our previous high here. Now we consolidated over this high, pushed up. Now we're consolidating over this high. Not really looking at Amazon, Google. Definitely watching for continuation on Google for more upside. Overall, I'm kind of two-sided. I'm not trying to I get a Tesla. I'm not trying to stay bearish, not trying to stay bullish, but overall, um, you know, we're just in range, so we're playing two-sided basically. So it's, you know, personally, it's hard for me to alert futures plays when we're two-sided. I don't really like to do that. You know, just scalp, mainly just scalp. But meta's just been chilling. It's kind of every time it dips, it rips. Every time it rips, it dips. So it's kind of very interesting here. I was waiting for a pullback because on the daily we had a decent move up with my fractals where we just closed above previous close many times. We finally, you know, on the daily, this is getting a little toppy top. But of course, you know, meta, I mean, this thing is just straight up since November. Microsoft, same thing, just hanging around range, kind of possible break below maybe 324. Nvidia, I was watching this yesterday. I didn't like that false breakout. Nvidia options are really weird. We kind of had this uptrend. Doesn't match up currently. Match up yesterday. That's why I don't like trend lines, because every time you change time frames, it changes. And then of course Tesla, full beast mode. You know, looking at overall this chart is just technically sound. Beautiful chart. You know, on the daily, you do your fib from your swing low to swing high. Right here to right here. We had our retracement, which was in the gap. So usually if you have a gap, most of the times you do you rejected the first time, and that's what we did. We rejected it the first time, and we never really retested it since. Pretty much just making, you know, just copy that over, make a little bull flag there, pushed up, broke out, you know. Then from there you just take your previous highs as your PTs. But we're continuing up. Let's see on the weekly. Someone showed me this right here. We had kind of this resistance zone back in 2020 before we had a huge run, and there's that break above, retest, continuation. But I don't really like looking that far back. But Tesla, let me see if I can find it and copy it in the chart. The last 5,000 days for Tesla. This is the last 5,000 days. This is how many times it's closed above the previous close. So right now we was 8 times, so today would be 9. So it's only happened 1 time in the last 5,000 days. So I try to use that as my statistical, you know, kind of use it as an edge, as a statistical advantage. And so what's up, Brad? Haven't heard from you in a while. So I try to use that as a statistical advantage, and you know, that's not the best time to go long. I really wanted a pullback before we, you know, these past 2 days. I was waiting for a pullback, just never got it. And Tesla got a PT raise, so it's just going to continue to go. So, I mean, for me personally, not till we get past 4,300, I really don't want to get into a lot of long calls. Especially with next week. I think next week we have FOMC and then quad witching possibly, if the dates add up. So next week's gonna be pretty crazy. This week really has no data, so we're just like bored. Nothing, no catalyst happening unless some news happens. So whatnot. But I'm gonna hop over to the motive charts and kind of go over overall. So this is motive wave. This is what I use for my charting mainly. So what I'm looking at is the bottom right here. Our overnight session, pretty balanced. We just have a weak low on our overnight session. Yesterday we had that kind of spike low. They already cleaned up the highs, so you know we're just balanced. There's no single prints, no nothing. No one's winning. Yesterday, sellers tried at open to take control, and they weren't really that successful. They tried again, and they weren't really successful. So it was just back and forth, back and forth. Up here's our kind of 30-minute imbalances. You can see what we did right here with our end of day push up. Overnight session, what we do? We came down, we filled the imbalances, and we pushed up. So sellers, what are they going to want to do? They want to come down and fill all these imbalances, and then, you know, go from there. That's their goal. And buyer's goal is to keep those imbalances. So going forward, that's what we want to. CPI, possibly CPI. CPI should be soon. I've just been reading. I don't, you know, just Twitter. So I don't know. I'm sleep. It's up to you, buddy. That's your money. I don't really try to recommend when you should sell your stuff. But you can't go wrong with selling at 230. I mean, you should you're in the money too. So before just 232 calls that expire tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really looking at Tesla just because that run up, gap up. So is it going to gap and go, or is it going to fill that gap? So that's what you want to watch. You know, it's going to basically gap up 6 points. You know, are people going to be like you and take profit at market open, or are they going to go into is it going to push? So me personally, I usually, if I'm up, I usually take a lot of profit at market open with a 7-point gap up. I'm not going to complain about that profit. So yes, we double topped London highs, kind of watching this. We're kind of stuck between we had this 4-hour fair value gap. It kind of held right here. We did wick below, but wicks don't count. Wicks do the damage. The bodies tell the story, is what I heard yesterday. And then we're kind of the 5 minute, or I think it's a 15 minute right here. It really should bring us down. But overall, we could go either way. I'm not really trying to. Oh, I'm not even showing that chart. My bad. But last thing on Motive Wave, look at the delta. This is our overnight delta right here. So we basically have green, blue, which is green at the highs, red at the lows. So you got sellers wanting to go lower, buyers wanting to go higher. So one of these people are going to get trapped. You kind of have, overall, it seems like more red. So it looks like sellers are winning. So possibly a bull trap at open. I'm just trying to think it through. That's what usually, if we have more, if we're kind of at the lows and we have a lot of buying overnight, usually they push the price down and trap sellers and then push the market up. But overall, not really, not trying to go long, not trying to go short, just probably going to chill and, you know, wait for my midday setups. That's what I love. I love those midday reversals. Those are my bread and butter. And, you know, you don't have to trade market open. I think market open is a lot the riskiest. I do not know that word. Markup. The riskiest? The most risky? The most risky? Sounds good. Man, that is horrible. Why? You know, yesterday was pretty simple. It was NQ. ES was the break below yesterday's. Yeah, this low had a nice little break below the previous day low. So today we're kind of watching, are we going to be able to break above 42.95, 75, hold Friday's highs 42.97, but then we're at that 4,300 level, which we've been rejecting left and right. And I don't want to go long into 4,300. It's called Motive Wave. You could get a free trial, but it doesn't come with the order flow. It's $50 a month. It will change the way you look at the market unbelievably. Like right down here, daily. So looking at this daily one, this was the low. Right here, this day was the low, and then yesterday, where was our low? That imbalance. So, you know, this thing's gonna change my trading. It's already changed how I trade, but I think going forward, TPO weekly, or here's our TPO weekly is good. Daily 4226, we have a naked volume point control. Weekly, we just have last week's at the lows, and then monthly, which is here's the monthly. It's just interesting, kind of like a P shape. Most of the volume at the highs, so we're just creating a lot of volume at the highs. So that's something we want to watch. What are we going to do? Are we going to kind of slowly come back down to this 4240, 4230 area, or continue up? But usually I have a couple plays going into the day set up, but today's kind of a little bit trickier than because we're just chilling. I should really start looking at RTY. A lot of arc just up. You know, NQ, are we going to break above yesterday's highs? So yesterday's highs, lows, and mid is usually where I want to see if sellers are strong enough here. Are they able to hold yesterday's? Are they able to hold the mid? You can tell. No, they weren't. Buyers came right back in Europe session. Are they going to be able to hold yesterday's highs? Where do we bounce overnight? Yesterday's mid. So you always want to see pretty sound area there. Bit of 280, 542 seller here, and then 280 buyer there. Just kind of watching that. TPO, I kind of watch just the TPO and see if they create single prints, because you can tell when they create a single print, which is it doesn't overline. You can tell how balanced we are. No prices just been gone through once. Like this was yesterday. Like kind of like, I think this spike high up, they came down, filled the single prints, and then continued back up. Did a single print here, you can tell like they came down, filled that single print in, continued up. So that's why I like to use those. Guys can hit that like button if you guys greatly appreciate it. You guys are subscribed. We got 707 says, or 705 subscribers. Goal is still 1,000 by my birthday in September. Let's get there. I think I got a couple of text messages. If guys are trading futures, Apex still has 80% off. Go ahead and grab a few. Use code Excalibur50, or in the bio, I have my link. Greatly appreciate anyone who uses that. Let's look at option wise. Buy QQQ, kind of just chill in the middle, watching SPY close. If we're able to hold SPY close, Apple, not really looking at Apple. AMD, NVIDIA, kind of holding a little bit. Tesla's already in my shorts. Microsoft's kind of in my long zone. Meta, not doing anything. And then kind of the oddballs, Coin. See if more self continues. Amazon. I hit my long zone, pushing up a little bit. BA nowhere. So everything kind of just in the middle. So it's kind of a probably a chill day, and let the market do its thing. No, I'm not using Bookmap anymore, Nick, because if you look right here, this is Bookmap right here. So for right here, we have 350 sitting at 4303. It just doesn't print it across, which is fine. This actually has a book map, but I deleted it. I have to set that back up. A little bit different. But running Motive Wave, streaming, Discord, Chrome, and Thinkorswim just slows everything down. Right here is London High. Kind of want to see a sweep. Been trying to do these more often. Kind of the Asia session. They took the lows. They reversed it. So the reversal would have been when you see a change of character, which would have been right here. So we went along when we came down to here. Stop would have been new low. And this play would have been 9.17R. So 4 o'clock. Man, I was up at 4 o'clock too. I don't know why I didn't take that. Yellow box. Yellow box kind of broke down. Didn't really hit all the way down to the reversal. Pushed up, rejected the top. And then overall buyer seller pivot. We held. We're kind of holding the vector. We have 51% up. And then SPX 53% down. That's kind of overall zones. I have let me do my write-up. So basically saying there's really no data today. We're balanced right now. No real setups as of now, and I'm just kind of monitoring the rotation from tech to IWM. But yeah, Nick, Bookmap's really good for scalping too, and that's something I've tried to move away from. As in, I'm doing 25K accounts now for Apex, and I'm doing multiple ones. I'm trying to get to 10 now, and eventually 20, and then just shoot for that $100 to $200 a day across 10 to 20 accounts, and be done stress free. You know, kind of 2 plays. Have 2 play setups, stress free. Man, that would be the ideal, perfect situation for me. I had kind of did like the math a little bit. Oh yeah, there it is. Not. It's pacing. I don't know where it's pacing though. Yeah, they see it now. Paced it 100 times. You got, you know, if you do $200 a day, and we are open, but I'm just gonna let the market do its thing. See if we get any big buyers, big sellers in, and I kind of follow their lead. But you know, if you do one account at $20 a day or $200 a day, you're making $48,000 a year. That's a pretty good side job. You do over 10, you're making $500,000. So that's my overall goal in the world. Markup opening print. Just why I like here. I have 94 and 95 in imbalance. So you see the little strong buyer came in. Buyers at the highs, so they want to push it up. Let's see if they are able to. So what delta is, you kind of want to watch. You know, just because there's buyers at the highs doesn't mean the market's going to go up. You want to see if they're rewarded for buying at the highs. Look at some other stocks. Apple, nice push out of the long zone. Q's kind of interesting. Microsoft, big drop at open. Coin, Google's been a good one. Tesla, there's your Tesla. So NQ's kind of waking up. There's NQ over yesterday's highs. NQ kind of just flagged. That would have been nice. I didn't see that. All my resistances. Where's my zones? Oh, zones are way up there. I'm just gonna go ahead. No, I don't want to remove Tron. The keys. All right. What's RTY? Wick up and down. Q showing overall strength. That's crazy. Black candle on Qs. Look at that buying. I want to buy just to buy. Yes, just chilling. So Qs had a little breathing here. Just get doji. Now I'll push it up a little bit. And ES file, we kind of have an imbalance 43, but I personally don't want to go long into 4,300. I don't. It's not the ideal situation. Qs are just. You went long open and you would have printed, but I don't. Yes. Of course, there's going to be sitting orders, sell orders at 4,300. There's like level. There's sweeping London, sweeping yesterday's highs. So you're gonna still have strength over yesterday's highs, or I'm watching kind of a reversal. 305 buyer. I'm trying to sell it down here at like 95. And Q went full beast mode. Out of the yellow box, are we able to hit up to 4305? Shoot. I have to look at something. 300 has 300 there. Through a 5 buyer. You can go long there. Stop 48. There you go, a little bit. Give me something. $267 buyer. I should put that one. Reversal zone. And keep coming back a little bit. I'm gonna take the fib. Three. Sell. Stop. Even. Don't wick down. At the highs, you can tell some imbalances coming in. So there's 3, 1, 2, and they're trying to make a third one. 255 buyer at the high, so they kind of want to crush this high buyer. Tesla. There's Tesla, Nvidia down, coin out of the short zone, Amazon in the middle, BA in the middle, Google in the middle. So tech's kind of coming down right now. Maybe that was a little bull trap on tech. Which I said I expected on ES. Buyers are trying to hold it up, but of course it's the 4300. It's going to be a tough spot. So I got 305, 267, 255. Okay, fives. Fives. They took out those highs. You can see those imbalances are gone. Uh, you guys are just watching. Hit that like button. You guys aren't subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe. Come end of July, I'm gonna be going live all the time. My son starts school. Checking out Microsoft right now. Kind of out of that buy zone. Kind of showing strength over the pivot or over the vector. Kind of showing strength over yesterday's lows. By like 4:30, possibly see 4:30. You got 255. So is that another buyer? They're trying. They're trying to buy at the highs, and sellers are trying to bring them down. Oh, I got stopped out. Too much going on right now. Stopped out. Oh, whale got stopped. But SPY looks strong. 4303. 4305. 4306 is a Nero level. My buddy Moose. I've kind of been keeping track of those. Reversal zone 4305.13. Oh, goodness. Thank you. Oil doing nothing really. RTY. Nothing special. VIX underneath 14. VIX is broken. Data. Ooh, on that screen. If we get a reversal out of this. Let the market do its thing, guys. There's no, unless you're long, that open. That 4,300 is a tough spot to go long into. You got a weak high above 90. Ooh, big buyer there. They're buying at the highs. What we want to see is are they going to be rewarded for buying at the highs of today? Of course, today's early. Actually, going to do big delta to high. Well, there's all this green delta. This seller right here, 43. To go lower, that seller needs to be taken out. Hey, I'm gonna short 2, stop loss high a day. $20 loss if it hits. And there it goes. It's probably gonna get hit. 682 buyer. That's why they're buying. Buyers are trying to hold these highs. Apple, wow, Apple really strong. Ooh, Microsoft. I was about to get calls on Microsoft. That thing came down quick. Got a little risk in this display right here. Oh, oh, I flipped. How did? And somehow I reversed. If it goes, yeah. See, I accidentally reversed it instead of selling it. That won't hurt. Overall $30 loss, down $18 today, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, 4,300. Like it's hard to go long in the 4,300. It's hard to short, but I mean you can tell. Look at these. We got pretty strong buying at the highs. Are they going to be able to move up? I might take another short again. Yeah, I'm gonna. If we get any momentum down, they need to break kind of 4302.5. Should just taken two of them, two there. I don't like that four. Should go lighter today. Market really doesn't really so one there. So all four. So one. He's down because I think they trapped those buyers at the highs right here. I'm gonna stop up the break even. 1.5. 2. I could do a trailing. Okay. Ooh, back green $2. Overall, you know, it is a difficult day. There's really no direction. Here's NQ looking a little weak. If I would have went NQ, I would have made money because we went here, didn't make a new high, so we were short here. So that's something like we would have shorted there with a stop new high a day. Would have been 4R. Unfortunately, ES just had to. That's one thing I have to learn with ICT is the wicks. Just because it's a wick above, the body didn't close. So I should have really waited for body close. Move my stop down a little bit. It came down to like kind of the last buying delta down here. There's my stop hit. Not a good day overall. It is. This NQ kind of reversing. Off pre-market high or previous high. You got all that negative delta right here above it. Not gonna be a long stream today. I don't really see much going on. I'm kind of gonna most likely wait for kind of midday reversals. What do, baby? Got that. NQ is taking the hammer. You're short two and you. Short on 615. I alerted 616. I don't want to take a big loss on those. And it kind of came down to this overnight area. I don't like this trade at all anymore. I'm not doing well. $633 is half back. Imbalance at 636. Add to it. The imbalance is going to be my stop right here. This is not a good trade. Limit to 10. So let's see if the new half-hour candle. This one's pretty ugly. $15 inside. Definitely want to see the breakout of the 15-minute inside candle. Ooh, big drop. Oh, big drop, and then bought it right back up. Probably gonna stop out. Yeah, I'm gonna flatten. What you got there, buddy? Q. It's gonna come, man. Watch it come down. Thank you. Canada had news. I was kind of going back and forth trying to figure out Canada news. Double bottom in the 15-minute. Watch that be the high. Like, you got to be kidding me. $313 seller. That's gonna do it for me, guys. I am not doing good. I'm gonna take a little break, play with my kid, and then come back. Hopefully, get a midday reversal. The market's not, when you're not seeing the market very good, just go ahead and take